I mean, what everyone can see from this film, this is a Transformers film with a hip-hop soundtrack.
Come on.
Toby, you're a rapper. Dominique, you're from New York. How was it having this Transformers film with a flipping hip-hop soundtrack, man?
Oh, phenomenal. I ain't never heard nobody describe it as flipping.
Flipping, man. Come on.
Yeah. Come on, flipping. Oh, it was absolutely incredible, man. The soundtrack, you know, the 90s is real, like, it's like the bedrock foundation of what, like, heart and soul in music sound like to me, for sure.
What about
I think just even being in the theater, watching it with everybody and just hearing all the heads go like this, like, just, like, it's just crazy.
You can feel the energy though, like everybody just being hyped about the music. Every time a new song came on, especially in, like Steven picked amazing songs for each sequence. You know, he super intentional about every song. You know what I'm saying? Like Hypnotized when I'm coming out of Mirage, like just the Wu-Tang when you introduce, you know, just he really killed that.
Yeah.
Anthony, you play Noah Diaz in the film, the main star of the film, the main role. How was it preparing for that? I mean, big shoes to fill.
Yeah, big shoes. I mean, Shia and Mark and Haley, they all smashed it. So, but I mean, honestly, it's a blessing to be in the movie with like Toby and Dom, and Steven is an amazing director. So, you just getting, you know, his vision is so clear that it just helps. It just kind of clears the playing field for you, and Steven was very collaborative even before we started shooting. Like we were on the phone talking, giving ideas, changing the script. Like the character was originally like an Irish guy from Queens, and we were like, well, you know, obviously I'm not an Irish guy from Queens, so made him Puerto Rican from Brooklyn. You know, the street that I grew up on is the street Noah grew up on. You know, the little brother, big brother relationship. I have a big brother, so that, you know, I used a lot. The home team line in the movie is a line that me and my big brother, we actually text each other and say that to each other all the time. So, yeah, it was just infusing myself in this character as much as I could.
Yeah, pause,
yeah. So Transformers is known for amazing locations, and this film in particular, Machu Picchu, I mean, what was it like filming there? And and also, them heights, I mean, it must have been crazy shooting at them heights.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean,
what was the altitude? What was the altitude?
Yeah, it was like 11,000 feet above sea level. So you had to wear oxygen tanks, go to sleep with them. But you're running on the mountain, then you go down, you're running in the jungle, and I don't know. I think the weather was really hard to navigate. So a lot of times you're doing the scene and you try not to let the boogers come out your nose because you already sick. Like it's just a lot of stuff. It's like happening, but it's really beautiful. Life-changing experience.
It was definitely bad for my curls, I'll tell you that much.
That's
incredible. It was wilding.
Now, I didn't really get to go to Machu Picchu, but I could just imagine if I had to do it in my oxygen tanks all day, my beard would probably smell like fart.
Now, considering how vast the Transformers universe is, and adding in now the Beast Wars storyline, was there any difficulties in streamlining this film? Like, were there parts that you were like, I want to put in, but like, are we gonna get a director's cut at all?
Oh, director's cut. Well, my director's cut it's probably like 20 minutes longer than what we have. Some of it's some fight sequences. Some are I had a Decepticon in the movie, so that was tough. Optimus Prime. We used to start the movie off with him opening the film with a VO, a voiceover from him saying how he's stuck here and doesn't like planet Earth just yet, and he's trying to find a way back home. And he has to take on a Decepticon in a bus depot. Like, it was a dark thing. And he drops the dead body in, like, the Hudson River, and you see a whole bunch of Decepticon bodies underneath. And, like, this is what I've been doing for 7 years. That hurt a lot taking out. But it was tough, always trying to balance, like, the mythology of the Beast Wars and saying, like, what can we bring in that won't confuse everybody? Like, that was a tough part.
I mean, any Transformers film that you watch, you're going to see the fight scenes. The fight scenes are epic. There's been slight criticism sometimes in the past about the fight scenes. You know, metal fighting and not being able to decipher between the good and the bad and the different, you know what I mean, robots.
You broke your ring, get it down.
I feel like we didn't have too much of that in this film. Was that something that you paid close attention to?
Yes, simplicity, man, and being able to track who's who was something huge for me. Still wants you to be entertained, still want explosions, but what I think makes it easier when you're tracking the story and the motive of every fight scene. Like, there was no fight scenes for the sake of fighting. It was like, we need to get to this key, or we need to get to these humans, and tracking that made everything simpler. And there's a theme for each battle. You know, the first one, Battle on Ellis Island, was like showcasing that the Terracons are here and are not to be messed with. You know, Switchback, we have a huge car chasing battle. It's no one had control over that environment. Everyone was free falling while trying to fight. So like, you were able just to track those elements throughout, which was nice.
Now, I'm a fan of Transformers, and watching this film, I could tell a fan made this movie, especially with like the inspiration from the G1 Transformers.
Yeah.
I've got something that I hold very close to me, which is a VHS, which you probably haven't seen in years.
Oh my God! Now, can I check it out?
Yeah, hold it, man.
Oh man, this is trippy.
I mean, going forward in the Transformers universe, like, are there any characters that you want to bring in? Like, I would love to see like Hot Rod, Soundwave back in the mix.
I would love Hot Rod. They try to, I say they try, but they brought Hot Rod in the last night or something like that, and he wasn't done like this. Hot Rod. I feel like Hot Rod was like the original like Bumblebee when watching this film. You know what I mean?
I'd love to see him back.
He's one I would love. Dang, it's emotional holding this thing, man. It's so trippy. This is it. This is where it all started, right here for me. Transformers the movie. Oh, this is so cool. I love it as a VHS ST too. He's one. I think he's cool, man. Like, he was originally like one of my favorites because of that. So he's one. And then I would love to see what we can do with, you know, the Galvatrons of the world and the Megatrons and stuff like that. So there's a few characters that I would love to reel in, but as we explore where we're going in the future, I'm gonna keep in mind and keep an eye out for that for sure.
Like, I'm an OG Transformers fan. I thought I'd bring the VHS for you guys.
Come on,
this is
legendary.
So I got a question for all three of you.
Come on.
If you were an Autobot, you got to choose a car that you transform into, and what artist would be the soundtrack for your drive?
For me, it's very easy. I'd be the car that I got right now, Yukon XL, because I got a lot of kids. I need to transform into something that can hold my whole family, 100%. And the soundtrack is going to be, come on, Transformers Rise of the Beast soundtrack with, On My Soul, probably bumping with me and Nas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's incredible.
I've been in Oklahoma shooting this movie, so I feel a little country. And so the newest Dodge Ram, it gets 11 miles to the gallon. So, And
what's the soundtrack?
The song would be Luke Combs, Going, Going, Gone.
Come on! That's that diversity right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Dominique, how do you follow this?
Come on, man. See, I don't know. I don't even have a license. I don't know nothing about cars.
You ain't got a license?
Yeah, I ain't know that yet.
About cars. I don't know nothing about
Just
cars.
act like it's an Uber. You in an Uber.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You're in the cab. What's the cab looking like?
I don't even know what type of
Alright, so
You're in a
what's-
taxi.
Yeah, what's the soundtrack playing in your taxi then?
in my taxi.
She didn't transform into a
God.
taxi.
In your cab, your black cab.
I'm just gonna pick Juicy by Biggie Smalls.
Say no more. New York, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, listen, thank you very much. You
Yeah,
guys done a
man, thank you,
fantastic
man.
job, man. We need to see you guys in another Transformers film, man.
Thank you.
100%.
Yeah, man.
Come on, man. Love, man. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Yes, let's go see the movie. If everyone sees it 30 times.
I'm like,
His heart dropped. His heart dropped. He was like, "Wait, what?"
He
I
said,
said, "You
"Get
thought you
into
brought
it."
that
He
for
was
us?"
Oh, you thought this was a gift?
Yeah. No,
He said it like that. He said, "I got this for y'all." I said,
but this young brother over
Man,
here,
don't
man,
put no
gave us
pressure on this man to
some
give us
shades.
his
Oh,
stuff.
come on.
Sorry for
Come on,
this.
man.
Sorry, guys.
his heart dropped. It's okay.